Hey, it's Lockie with a review of the Korua Shapes Pin Tonic. It comes in two sizes, big and really big, which is 164 and 172. Other than the Nitro Cannon, this is one of the biggest boards I've ridden. I was riding the 164cm Pin Tonic in Whistler, BC, in ice, slush, and some wind-blown powder after some pretty crazy weather. I was riding this with Union Strata bindings and medium flexing Solomon launch boa boots, with the bindings set to angles of +21 and +12 with a fairly narrow stance. It has a 7 out of 10 flex rating and has the float camber profile. Basically, that profile has camber for quite a big chunk of the board, then rocker on the nose. The float camber is on a bunch of other Korua Shapes boards, which makes sense as the camber section keeps everything stable for carving, and the rocker nose helps to smooth the start of turns and give it good float in powder. I find that there's a giant difference between just doing a couple of laps on a board and actually spending some proper time riding it. I spent 3 days on the Pin Tonic, which gave me a really good idea about what it was like in all kinds of conditions. I didn't really know what to expect from a board like this, but I was pleasantly surprised all around. Being a big board, it's very stable riding fast. Even riding at my top speed on firm groomers, I didn't feel nervous or that the board would do something that would catch me by surprise and make me crash. I had just spent a bit of time on the very quick turning cafe racer, so I was expecting this to be a big change. Even being quite big, it turns like a much smaller board. It's not as nimble as the cafe racer, but quick and tight turns aren't an issue at all. Once I got into some wider and more open runs, it does feel very nice making long, drawn out turns. When the snow is a bit more unpredictable and chopped up, it feels like the Pin Tonic can just cruise through whatever you're riding without much of an issue. The flex is solid, like all the Korua Shapes boards I've been on, but I felt or noticed that there was quite a bit of torsional flex on this board, which probably helps it feel a bit more forgiving for something this long. In powder, it has a super cruisy, surfy feel. Being a big board with a wide rocker nose, it floats easily, so I never had to work to keep it afloat. You can just concentrate on the turns. It has a very unique feel in powder. I don't know if it was the pin shape helping to keep the tail from sinking too much, but it made the snow feel deeper than it really was by keeping me up higher in the snow. Fast or slow, the turns in wide open powder felt great, and like on groom runs, it didn't feel like it ever held me back when I did have to make quick, tight turns if I ran into a surprise. Overall, the Pin Tonic was quite a surprise board. No matter the terrain or snow, it feels like it slows and tones everything down, making it all a bit easier. For me, if I was looking for a dedicated powder board and wanted to ride mostly wide open terrain, then this would be my new number one choice. If you have any questions about the Pin Tonic or any other boards you're considering, leave them in the comments below.